channel, yo. It's on CNN, yo. Word up. Left Frank is Iraq this year, yo. Queensbridge, Kuwait. Word up. Check it out. Yo. Iraq, see the world, see Iraq. Point blank shit, grip hold shit, and all of that. Jose Luis, coalition, cartel, a money round. Left Frank, kick, get your dude. Can't take you. Key click tight, element clan. Give me your life, yo. Let's multi man the track. Keep the loot in Iraq, yo. Iraq, see the world, see Iraq. Binoculars, eyes and south side, they watching us. Jake hate strip, that police try locking us. Noriega, Norea, G-A-A-K, gunplay, Akinelli, DP, and the XYZ. I got chicks and three, wanna fuck you and me. You know we wanna be another orgy. Camcorder, take that, suck me off, while I grip that. From the back, true fact. I like the bust nut just like that. Reaper Dorte, Noriega, more gunplay. You know that's wrong. People like porn and being on, seeing it. We'll report again, yo, son. Report again. Look for movie again. Gang. You tried to do me in Colombian boat. But that's a man neck choke. Leave you broke. Rob you for cream and take toast. The foul seeds. Stay amongst Arab thieves. Jose Luis. Sell around like pieces. In Iraq, they gon' act like that. Strike back the phone ring. Chick calls the strange names that I met her at the Mecca. So come check her set up. It's at the beat. Count to three. Been 2 and how you know me? And 9-6. Chick set you up, super shit. Hang up the jack. Star 69, call you back. How I met you. Bitch, I bring heat to undress you. Walk you in your coochie. Have your man ready to shoot you. Bloody up his Gucci. Tech 9 like Sam Pucci. It's me. P.O.P. from LC. Set up, it won't be. Hobby Cab 33. Yo, a juvenile. These streets know. Jose Luis, thick eyebrows. Kid, 3.5. Dead fair. I rap. Walk, you get fucked. Components on the egg. CNN. Tragedy. Gaddafi. Yo, you speak blasphemy. Yo, can't even see me. Fuck. Get fucked. Fuck. Here with Fellini. Stand freely. Troy Outlaw. Castro and Mendo. Woke up. Iraq. Taking over the world. Step out. Woke up. Real proud. Alberta. The whole clique. Dirty. Learn. Woke up. Everybody. 57 Ave.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. I know y'all heard the stories. Yo, check this. I know y'all see the title. It's not as crazy as it looks. But I'm going to tell you this. Even though what I've been telling y'all has been 95% of my raps have been lies, these Fat Joe ghost stories is real, my nigga. Like that time that I told you about how we seen Michael Jackson go to the bodega in the Bronx. Niggas was throwing chicken wings at Michael when Michael was moonwalking and catching them. Nigga, I seen all that. That same day, I was watching Big Pun, my brother, my twin. He was freestyling about blowing the sun away with a bazooka. Then Michael Jackson next to that bodega, moonwalking, collected chicken wings, my nigga. Like, how can you not believe these things? These things is crazy. People was going, ah! I was like, yo, this is the most historic day, a part of my life. This was American history. It should have been documented that day in the Bronx. I discovered Big Pun, freestyling, battling all these niggas. He was battling niggas for Big Macs, and he was eating them while he was freestyling. And seeing Michael Jackson moonwalking and getting chicken wings. My nigga, it's crazy. Oh, man. Yo, check this out, though. I saw that today. I was like, man, Fat Joe was going for a higher position in power. That's what he's clearly trying to do. He's slowly trying to erase his past. He wants his validation already. But clearly with this move here, he's trying to get up the rank, so to speak. He's trying to get up the gatekeeper's rank. He's trying to get in that political rank, so to speak. Why you think you see this dude out there giving shoes to Kamala Harris and all this stuff, right? This is all politics at the end of the day. And plus it's smart. It's smart in a way. Joe was trying to do a 360 on his image. And he's trying to now backtrack on a lot of that stuff. But you can't backtrack who you are. Like, you built your reputation for almost 35 years, man, as being the hardest, the realest in the rap game. You can't just go through that, man. All of a sudden go ahead and backtrack. Nah, you gotta live through that, brother. Just like he said he had a whole album with Biggie. Cap! That's cap if I ain't heard it. What I knew what Fat Joe was full of it, man, was when he was gonna debut this song that Big Pun and Jadakiss did, and you could barely even hear it. We was sitting there waiting on live and waiting for him to debut it, and next thing you know, you could barely hear the joint. I'm like, man, this nigga be capping. But this was a political move anyway. I'm not even mad about it, but when people start to go in the higher panarchy of power, they start all of a sudden changing the way they do things, man. Like, I remember when Tariq Nasheed was up on Tucker Carlson, and he was talking about the pimp talk, like the Mac, the art of Mackin, and the all this stuff was tongue in cheek. So let me get this right. You built your reputation off the back of these Macs and the pimp game and everything. But as soon as you get in front of Fox News, all of a sudden you want to denounce the game. You want to denounce everything that's been said and talk about his tongue in cheek, because you know you don't want your reputation to be associated with that now. But when you wanted to build your rep in the streets, it was all right. You want to use all these niggas. You want to use Rosebud. You want to use all these people. But now you up on Fox. You up there trying to get that big money. It's like, oh, I don't know nothing about the pimping. That's what Fat Joe is basically doing now. He trying to get that big money now. I ain't knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you got to do what you do, but you can't hide your past, man. You can't hide your past, because if you can see what's going on with Puff, the past could come back to haunt you, man. The past could come back to haunt you in the worst way, shape, and form, man. Yeah, Terry did ripping off Rosebud. Yeah. He did. The art of Mac and the Mac within. He was walking around in pimp suits and all that stuff. Then you made all the money off that. And then you go over there now, and now you up there with Fox, and now you're trying to pretty much hoodwink everybody else to believe that that's not really you, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But that's what Fat Joe is doing, man. Fat Joe doing the same thing. I know them Terror Squad niggas that banged out for him are pissed now. But nevertheless, man, I'm thinking this, though, is also a move where he's not going to go out there and publicly say that he's done these things. He'd be stupid to do it, especially if they talking about Young Thug and the Rico tribe, which I will get into in a minute. But he ain't gonna be stupid enough to go on national TV and say, yeah, I did this, I cut this nigga, I do this, that, and the third. He ain't that stupid. So I see that as a strategy move. But I thought it was funny coming from one of the people that considered himself the realest in the rap game. But that's funny, man. That's real funny to me, man. But anyways, how y'all doing tonight? Yo, we had a dope interview with Chris the Glove, man. Dope interview. That's probably one of my best interviews this year. Big shout out to me and T-Max, man. We ahead and we put that together nicely. I'm talking about, for those who don't know who Chris the Glove Taylor is, look him up, man. He's supposed to be the Dr. Dre right-hand man for the Chronic and Doggy Style. He put together a whole lot on Doggy Style. He put a lot of work in. That man got stories to tell, and he's now considered a friend. And now he's considered down. You dig? You know, once you become that person, no one is not going to forget. Absolutely. Especially if you built your reputation and you made your money off somebody else's reputation. Yo, that nigga lucky Charlie Rock ain't ain't a lie. Charlie Rock would be having his head right now. Little Joey. Yo, why little Joey? Why you over there lying to the people, man? Come on, Papa. Why you lying to the people, man? Why you lying to the people, Papa? Tell me that I cut them niggas, man. Man, I can hear Charlie Rock right there. Charlie Rock would be going in on Fat Joe for real. Straight up. But yeah, rest in peace to him, though. That's a real good dude, man. Me and him chopped it up a lot of times. Claim 95% of who rhymed with live his on his own. Fat Joe. Fat Joe. Yeah, man. Fat Joe. He went on, he was up there, I think, with Gayle King. Said 95% of his raps were lies. And I said, yo, I understand the business move, because you know you don't want to incriminate yourself. But come on, man. You Don Cartagena? What happened to that? Oh, let me find out Fat Joe was the real MC Gusto of the game, man. That nigga pulled a Halloween. That nigga had his Halloween on the whole time, man. We were gassed up with the records. Don Cartagena. Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen a brick, never seen a crack house. Man, we was gassed. But, damn. Joe threw that gangster image in the bushes, boy. Boy, Charlie Rockwood. I know, big shout out to Panda Chop, man. I know Panda Chop, man. He gonna have some, he gonna have mad people on there getting on this, yo. Panda, you got content for days, dog. Yo, big shout out to Panda Chop, man, for real. One thing for sure, man. Anybody go on Panda Chop show, they going in on Fat Joe neck, man. That's what some of these platforms is turning against now. They turn into anti-channels now. It's kind of hilarious when you think about it. Like, but the difference is, though, I say this. You got to be careful, though, at the end of the day, though. You got to be careful because, you know, you don't want to have your platform be targeted as well. You don't want these niggas to see you. That's why I'm very careful with who I put out there in a way, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with no rap drama. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Number one, I'm not dealing with no drama, man. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm just trying to do my job and go home. But if you really look at it, and even big shout out to Art of Dialogue. Dialogue is on fire with the content. And you see Vlad. Vlad is over there. He got Whack 100 in game. Yo, content is king, man. Content is king right now, man. Like, everybody trying to get their fourth quarter points in. You know? Same with us. We've been getting people out the gate, man. Like, the graces of God. We done booked like 4 or 5 interviews off the gate, and we've been knocking them down, man. I got the interview with the director of Rhyme of Reason. I'm going to put that out there. I done reached out to D-Dot, the mad rapper. I'm gonna see if he gonna come on. I done had an interview yesterday with Nimrod. Big shout out to him. We working, man. Content is king right now. Oh yeah, and got Smackwater coming on Monday. This one gonna be crazy, man. Cause you know we ain't did an interview in 2 years now. So when this nigga get on there, it's gonna be nuts. He's like same way Say Cheese have Charles the White, we got Smackwater, bro. Glove interview was fire. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. We went overtime with that bad boy too, man. We went overtime. I was praying that Blog Talk give us some lead room, and they did. So I was like, man, that's great. That's great to hear, man. But yeah, big shout out to the Glove, man. That man was a important part of that Death Row dynasty too. So it's good respect that he's getting his respect. So yeah, everybody trying to get it in this fourth quarter, man. Fourth quarter is usually when you get your best stuff. For real. But let's see. Yeah, man, after that, you got to bang out with one of these rappers. Yeah, man, these niggas you got to be careful though. And I'm saying that seriousness, man. Like, even I'm looking at what Dialogue is doing. He got Gene Deal up there. He got Mark Curry. We had Mark Curry on weeks ago. And he's talking. They exposing Puff bad. Now, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm saying this and keeping it real. You don't want to turn your platform into a gossip platform, because you see, this is what it's all about now. These niggas is getting paid to double down on, even if it ain't true. Dialogue and Vlad are basically doing transactions. You paying a nigga 50 to 100K, he got to give you the tea. So that way you can recoup because you sitting with this nigga for 3 hours. Sometimes you're traveling. Like Dialogue, he traveled over there to Philly to interview Umar. So you got to get your money's worth. That's why no question can go unanswered. That's the smart way that him and Vlad are doing. They're doing good business with that. They're telling him, look, I'm paying you this. You got to go ahead and you got to give me everything. You can't, no stone could go unturned. And sometimes people would, depending on the transaction, they're gonna double up on it. But see, I don't want to do none of that shit because then the next thing you know, your platform is being shown by the DA. Your platform is being shown in the courts. And then you gotta testify for that shit. I don't want nothing to do with this at all. I'm not gonna get real. I don't care if people don't want to hear that. Go over there. I'm not putting that up there. That's not what we're supposed to do as interviewers, man. This is supposed to be hip hop music, right? This is supposed to be a music platform. None of this stuff got nothing to do with music. Sadly, that's a resonation of what the audience want to hear. The audience don't like to hear about music, sadly. So they go for the T. Yeah, I hate all that drama court shit. Yeah, them niggas don't know nothing about the music. You ask them music questions, yo, these dudes don't know nothing. They know what could get them views, though. I give them that. They know about it, but you peel the layers. You peel the fancy studios. You peel back all of that. These dudes don't really know nothing much about the music. They don't. They don't know anything about it. You got Vlad that thought Tupac was alive in 2001 on Ether. That's how serious it is, man. But notice this. You look at my interview with Nimrod. I did not try to incriminate him. I didn't go deep into. I made it about him. I didn't make it all about Max B. We talked about Max for about a good 4 or 5 minutes. I didn't make it about Puff. I didn't ask him anything serious about. I asked him the good things that he remembered. Because that's what you're supposed to do. See that stuff. And these niggas is smart though, because they going ahead, they're not walking the streets like that, man. Academics doing the same thing. None of these niggas is walking the streets. You ain't gonna see them in public like that. Cause they know. But it's a dangerous game though, because you don't want to base your channel off slander. Because let's hypothetically speak, and I bet this is gonna happen. If Puff was wait, man, I thought Vlad thought Pop was alive in 2001. Yeah. I gotta find it though. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna play it later if I can find it. I remember that. I'm like, hold up, what? I think he probably was trolling. I'm like, there's no way you could be a part of that shit. And yeah, you know Tupac was alive in 2001, man. Come on, man. He could be just trolling, but you gotta be careful, man, because let's say hypothetically speaking, Puff wins these cases. He recovers. He gonna go after all these niggas. All of them. He gonna go after them all. He gonna go after Dialogue. He gonna go after Vlad. He gonna go after Tasha K. He gonna go after all these people that giving a platform that he's doing. Now I'm surprised he ain't touched on Gene Deal. Gene must be solid in the streets. Gene must be solid. Because Puff ain't say nothing about Gene. He ain't try to touch Gene. He ain't try to run up on Gene. Gene must got some pull. Seriously, Gene must got some pull in them streets, man. He didn't say nothing about Mark either. Those two, now for those two, they've been on Puff head since 2008. They've been on Puff head for a year, so none of this stuff they saying is really new. Yo, Puff going after all them niggas, man. I'm just telling y'all, man. It's made me feel good now, but if he beats this, he's targeting all these people He was starting to do that. Like he grew alluded to that. He said this is gonna be the time where we're gonna fight back against these vicious lies. What do you think he was talking about? And on top of that, I'm gonna tell y'all this though. I'm seeing what 50 Cent been doing. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm starting to not really like it. Now, if 50 have a real beef with Puff, if Puff tried to hit on him, I understand. Something serious had to go down between those two, man, for 50 to go in on Puffy like he's going in. I'm kind of not liking it, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like they're rewarding him to throw Puffy under the bridge. I'm not the biggest Puffy fan. Don't get it twisted, though, man. I'm not the biggest Puffy fan. But I just feel a sort of way seeing this dude taking pride and, destroying what somebody built, But it got to be something personal with those two. I'm thinking Puff probably tried to hit on him, or he probably seen some at those parties. It's hard. Some of it's funny. I ain't going to lie. Some of it's funny. But it's getting a little overboard now to me. I mean, I don't know if y'all agree with it or not, but me being a black man, I kind of don't like it. It's nothing wrong with trolling here, but he been going at Puff for months. Going back, they're trying to line him, to incriminate him with the Tupac thing, and now this. But I bet you this. Let me ask you this though. If Diddy want to shut him up, he could bring two people to the situation. Then Puffy tried to date 50 baby. Oh, yep. That's what it is. That's what it is. Doobie hit it. Doobie, that was it. But see, even with the main stain, they was cool later on. That's what it is. It's usually a woman. It's usually a woman. 50 ego is hurt. You did? Puff smashed his bitch. That's what it is. Thank you. I keep forgetting. That's what it is. It usually starts with females, man. But if Puffy want to shut that nigga up, all we got to do is bring up her and bring up Chelsea Handler. Because that nigga turned to a putty cat when it comes to Chelsea Handler. That nigga you don't see none of that energy when Chelsea Handler say something slick to him. He turned, I'm telling you, always a woman. Big facts. God dang. But if Puff posts up a picture with Chelsea Handler, 50 ain't gonna say shit. Watch. I bet a G on it. He ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna joke around. He's scared of her. For some reason, all these niggas that 50 been going after. But when it comes to her, he don't say shit. I wonder what she got on him. Makes you think. You mean to tell me? I'm like, dude, you mean to tell me you let this horse-faced white woman literally shit on you like that and you don't do none of that? But Little Kim, you was going at her neck. Vivica Fox, you was going at her neck. Tiara Marie was going on her neck. But with her, you don't say nothing. Something is there. What do y'all guys think? I mean, he went at Madonna and everything, but at the same time, he's ducking her. 50 gonna be quiet with them skeletons. He knows them skeletons in his closet. I wonder what it is. Cause this nigga turns into a straight putty cat when it comes to her. But he gotta be careful himself. He definitely gotta be careful himself, cause he got some bones. Yeah. I mean, we gotta keep it real here. You sitting there gonna destroy Brother Love Empire, but yet you let this chick say you disrespect you. You don't say nothing. I ain't forgot. That's why I can't be a lot of these niggas friends, cause I keep it real, man. I can't let certain sucker stuff slide, man. That's just me. I can't let certain sucker stuff slide like that. Like, yo, you You trying to destroy this man's empire, but you letting this white woman say what she want and you ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying. She's way powerful than 50. Big facts. Big facts. And plus, hold on, I'm gonna look something up. I think also, won't her manager in charge of power? I mean, let me look this up real quick. He's 50 be giving a long, deep strokes. Tell you, man, this thing run deep, bro. This thing runs deep. Oh yeah. And another thing too I want to talk about too. Y'all see what Joe Budden said to D1? And D1 straight clapped that nigga, yo. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all. Look at this.
You'll learn the way other people learn that you can't just talk about people. I'm telling you, as somebody that knows the history of the people that you're speaking about, leave niggas alone. Especially niggas that will shoot your Christian ass.
Oh, wow. Shoot my Christian. I bet. So you inviting violence, you trying to egg it on, and you would never in a billion years say that about a Jewish or a Muslim person. I know you wouldn't. And you still talking about me on your podcast, but I guarantee you don't want to talk to me. Because I think you feared that would end up making you look real bad. It's something about the light in me that's irritating something inside of you. Because all I'm doing is talking about accountability in the culture. And here you are, inviting violence, showing religious disrespect, and just moving with anger and cockiness. Think about that.
You learn the way other people learn. Other people learn that you can't.
He sent Joey's soul flying. Ooh, I like that response. Because what's going on now is, let's be real, Joe Budden is industry. He is not this anti-establishment. This nigga pulled a CM Punk on y'all. He wants you to believe that he's anti-industry, but he's industry to the bone. So therefore, he's trying to play on to his bottom line. That's his bottom line. Those people that he that D1 addressed, they're friends with Joe. So he need them for relationship purposes. So that's why now he's their mouthpiece. Like him and Jim Jones is cool. I'm sure him and Ross is cool. Him and Meek Mill are cool. But that's his bottom line. And he wants to bring them as guests on the shows. They done shows together, I believe. So D1 soul clapped that nigga. He said, you ain't gonna talk to them small hats like that, nigga. That's what need to be said. That's what need to be said right there. You ain't gonna talk nothing about the Muslims. The Muslims gonna come after you, dog. Joe Budden is industry to the core now. That nigga pulled a CM Punk on y'all. Had people thinking he was anti-establishment, anti-industry, and all that. This nigga is industry. He in bed with them now. He put the red tape on the Puff. He ain't even addressed the Puff episode. You know, academics, big shout out to him for calling that out. I ain't no academics fan, but yo, he kept it real right there. He's like, yo, Joe, why you dancing? You sitting there, why you dancing? Because you talk about people's lives all the time on your show. You gossip about everything. Joe scared. He ain't saying nothing to them. He ain't crazy. But you gonna pick on, they gonna pick on the Christian rapper because they think he's soft. But man, look, that boy is from the NO. He might be more connected than y'all think. Y'all better leave that nigga alone. The Jim Joneses and all them want to slap this dude. Nigga, you got to do a lot of slapping. True life of them niggas had you niggas running all over New York, man. True life? Shit. You was... Why your cousin ain't smacked up niggas in Junior Mafia that whooped your ass? But you want to pick on a little Christian rapper. I don't like that shit, man. I don't like when niggas play selective politics, man. They think because he a Christian rapper, he's soft or whatever. That dude might be more connected than you think. And Joe Budden ain't got no room to talk. Dude get punched out. My man Hans, knocked his eye. Had him sitting Indian style, holding a block of ice. Consequence, Kofi slapped him. Slapped the glasses off his goofy head. The Migos about to stomp him out. This dude always been problematic. He always has. Yeah, you got a lot of slapping to do, buddy. You got to slap True Life up. Your cousin got a lot of slapping. But see, I'm not relationship based. I don't care if I get an interview with these guys or not. They ain't capable of us. They ain't supporting us. So I'm like, I don't care. Niggas ain't supporting us. So why are we gonna sit there and be all selective, man? We gotta keep it real about this. D1 ain't said nothing violent about these niggas, and everybody want to kill him or beat him up or whatever. Come on, man. Forgot about the Consequence shit. Yeah, Consequence slapped that nigga, slapped them goofy glasses off his head. Nigga came through with them Marshalls, them sunglasses that came from Marshalls. They slapped them right off his head. But yeah, man, I like that response, man, because I like that response. Salute the D1 on that one. But then again, I could be thinking it might be a play to bring him on the show. It could be. Because usually the niggas do stuff like that. They usually do stuff like that. They usually talk shit. The next thing you know, 2 weeks later, they on the podcast. But that was out of pocket, man. That was definitely out of pocket. Oh, yeah, one more thing, man, before I go, man. I'm seeing this. I was going to do a video about this earlier. But apparently, Ric Flair has got some backlash, yo. I was looking at his Instagram today.
Just talk about people.
Yeah, Ric Flair got some backlash today. I'm going to give y'all a little wrestling news right quick before I go. He said here, I am so tired of this negativity. I don't need to work and I don't need the money. I enjoy being with my dear friend Sting side for the next few months. So that doesn't mean I can't enjoy life. I have earned the right to do whatever I want to do, and I'm exactly where I want to be. I appreciate everything, Tony Khan, but I'm more than willing to walk away if I'm embarrassing you and your company. I always can say sorry. And surprisingly, he got a lot of good support. He got Kevin Nash showing him love, Titus O'Neil, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho. A lot of people showing Ric Flair support this time. And the reason why, I was like, what is going on here? Is it because he wants to come back and people clowning him? Come to find out, it's a promo that he did. It's typical Ric Flair shit. He talking about taking girls to his hotel. The 20 girls 20 years old, stuff like that in their 20s or whatever, in their 30s. And a lot of the people are outraged. I don't understand. Hold up. Y'all signed this man for millions of dollars. He's Ric Flair. He's been doing this shtick for damn near 100 years. So, what is the difference now? But yet, this what gets me about wrestling fans. They the same people talk about, we want the Attitude Era back. Where's the Ruthless Aggression Era back? But you can't take a Ric Flair promo from... And this is a tame Ric Flair promo. Flair should say some wild shit, bro. This was tame. Everybody on the internet talking about, this is offensive. But yet, you rather see a man bleed in his mouth. And I love that match, yo, man. I love bloody matches like that, pause. But Tony Khan better not fold. He fold for this. This shit is over. You signed Ric Flair to be Ric Flair. You can't compromise Ric Flair. You give Ric Flair an open mic. Let Ric Flair be Ric Flair. That's what you pay him all that money for. Fuck, you gonna sit there and cater to some weirdos on Twitter? You don't. That's one thing I give Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon don't listen to none of them motherfuckers. He still go ahead and do it. You know. See, the problem with them AEW is that y'all cater too much to the internet. Sometimes you gotta just roll with the punches. Y'all ain't having the star because y'all losing a lot of stars, man. Yeah, Flair gonna go back to the WWE if he fired, man. That's gonna be a bad look. Let that man be him. That's what made him who he is. That's why you signed him. That's like me. That's like me signing MOP, and I'm getting mad because MOP is giving me hardcore records that cause people are offended by it. Oh, they're take chains off, take rings off. Oh my God, they're talking about robbing people. What are you doing? Motherfucker, I signed MOP because I love MOP. I'm not going to change MOP. Mash out posse. How about some hardcore? That's what I want to hear. And that's what I want to see from Ric Flair. I want to see Flair cutting up. That's what we pay. That's what they pay millions of dollars to do. You dig? That's right. Y'all crazy, man. That's why you can't cater to no fans no more. These people are fickle. They are fickle, man. They fickle, man, because the Attitude Era was way worse than that shit. You had motherfuckers getting them bombed, blown up. You had pregnated hands. You had burning crosses. You had lynchings. You had all this wild shit in the Attitude Era, but this is too much for you. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta really think about it. These same people, yeah, they really the same fans that would say they missed the Attitude Era. I can guarantee you a lot of these marks weren't even born when that Attitude Era was popping. They probably was like 3 years old. But nah, man, they cannot fold, man. They fold on this, man. They're gonna not have no confidence. You're not gonna have consumer confidence anymore because anybody else that they gonna sign, they're gonna start worrying about if they're gonna be censored or not. Like they turn it into the exact. You turn it exactly to what the WWE is. You turn it like y'all can't talk all this. Or we gonna buck the system. We gonna be the rebels. Y'all turn it as corporate as the WWE. But yeah, man, Tony Khan fold on Rick. That's it, man. Same way with an NWA. You hired Jim Cornette to be Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette say wild shit. You know? You fired Jim Cornette for being Jim Cornette. Now that joke was the joke was racist. It was a little bit racist, man, but it's something he told on WWF before. And those guys are from a different era, so they're not used to this weird shit. One thing I like about Jim Cornette ain't gonna apologize for nothing. Jim Cornette is one of the few that stands on business. I hate that damn term now, but he stands on what he's supposed to stand on, homie. You did? He stands on what he stands on. He ain't never apologetic. Never. He goes at it with women and men equal. He goes at it with marks, nerds, feminists. He don't care. Like, come on, you can't run a company and have trepidation about pushing the edge. Because now you're going to be overthinking about shit now. You're going to be overthinking it now. And now, I heard the AWA locker room morale's so low. There's no confidence because the leader is a pussy. Tony Khan acting like a pussy, man. Like, you ain't really acting like a leader right now. These guys are pulling your coattails. The fans are pulling your coattails. He should be basically just a funder. He need to find people that can really help him run this shit. We don't need no more big announcements no more. We don't need none of that. Especially, and then on top of that, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I figured this out. I'm gonna say this before I go. This is my theory right here. And this may happen. I'm thinking Tony Khan is going to sue the WWE. Y'all watch my words in a couple months. He's going to sue the WWE because he feels that they've been tampering with his talent. And I'm thinking what they have been doing it because why you think CM Punk all of a sudden wants to come? He goes over there. He goes over there in Chicago and he meets the WWE. He comes back, behavior all erratic. He already made plan to leave. He wanted to get fired so he can go. They played Tony Khan. That was a part of the plan. They played Tony Khan like a fiddle. Because soon as he came back, he was on his bullshit after he visited the WWE. And I was like, this dude is trying to get fired. Because even the stuff that this motherfucker Khan tried to make him happy by any means. He gave him booking power. He gave him his TV show. And you mean to tell me little shit like what Jungle Boy did made him mad enough to where he wanted to fight and quit? Nah, nigga, you was already 1 foot in out the door. That was what this was all about. They was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get fired. I'm coming back here. Once Vince McMahon is out of here, I'm coming back. And that's what happened. They all kissed the ring at the end of the day. There ain't no morale. Everybody has a price. And I hope AEW get it back together. But see, now, Triple H he's different. He's a different boss than Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, that's what AEW was born with. It was born from off the negligence of Vince McMahon. Triple H, on the other hand, he's in tune with what the people want. He's in tune with their audience. And that's going to spell trouble for AEW if they don't get it together. But I digress. I'm about to go ahead and go tune out tomorrow night for Screwball Radio. I'm going to be live and direct with my man Black Poet and Comet. The link is going to be there, so definitely check us out. Call number is 1516. Write this down if y'all want to call tomorrow, man, because we want to chop it up with y'all. 1516 Hold up, man. Let me get the number. Damn, I forgot the damn number, man. I've been talking all day. Shit. 1516 531 9596. I hope to hear from y'all tomorrow, man. Call up Screwball Radio. We're going to be playing the dopest in hip-hop. We're going to be talking about the latest in the world, sports, fashion, politics, music, you name it. So thank y'all once again for chopping it up with me. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed night.